The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to talk about the adoption process in Illinois. Let's start by talking about who can be an adoptive parent in Illinois. There's three requirements. First, you have to not have a legal disability. Second, you have to have lived in Illinois for at least 6 months, unless you're a member of the armed services, in which case that requirement goes down to 90 days. You also have to have a good reputation. So let's now talk about who can be adopted in Illinois. A child can be adopted in Illinois if they've been surrendered to an adoption agency, if a person authorized by the court has consented to the adoption, or if the biological parents have placed the child in the custody of the adoptive parents and also consented to the adoption. So now that we know who can adopt and who can be adopted, let's talk about the adoption process. The adoption process is initiated by the adoptive parents filing a petition to adopt and the necessary consent for adoption in the appropriate circuit court. This circuit court is the circuit court where the adoptive parents live, where the child resides, or where the biological parents reside. So any of those locations will be an okay place to file the adoption petition. The required parties for an adoption petition include the biological parents who haven't waived service of the summons and the petition, and the child if they are over the age of 14. So once the petition is filed, the next thing that happens is something called an interim order hearing. And this is basically a hearing to kick off the adoption process. The first thing that happens is that the parental responsibilities during the pendency of the adoption case are decided. So who's going to have custody of the child and be responsible for the child during this case. The court also determines whether to hire a guardian ad litem to look out for the best interests of the child. Guardian ad litem is basically an attorney for the child that's responsible only for their best interest in the case and protecting their interests in the case. And if a guardian ad litem is hired, then the guardian ad litem will interview everybody involved and create a report as to what the guardian's recommendation will be. Finally, the court will appoint an investigator to basically investigate the adoptive parents in the situation, make sure it's a good fit. Often, in the case of an agency adoption, the agency will be the investigator. So at that interim order hearing, we get everything set up for a final order hearing that will occur 6 months at least after the interim order hearing. At the final order hearing, the court will review the guardian ad litem's report, if there is a guardian ad litem. It will review the investigator's report and the affidavits of the parties and make a decision about whether to grant the adoption petition. Hopefully, if the adoption petition is granted, then they'll enter a final order for adoption. Then the next step is to get the child's birth certificate changed so that the child's name is changed to their new family's name and that the parents that are listed on the birth certificate are the adoptive parents, not the biological parents. In order to do this, you get a certificate of adoption from the clerk of court and you submit it to the Illinois Department of Public Health. Once you have the revised birth certificate, the original birth certificate will be sealed and will only be available upon court order. So that's the basics of what you need to know about Illinois adoption. We have a lot more in our article associated with this video at learn-about-law.com. If you have any questions, please leave us a comment in the comment section, and we'll do our best to give you a speedy answer to those questions. Feel free to call us for an initial consultation if you'd like to hire us to help you with your adoption, 630-324-6666. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.